My name's Shawn Good, and I'm a Social Security disability attorney with the Good Law Group. Today I want to talk to you about what questions you should ask a prospective attorney you're considering hiring for your disability case, and what to look for in a good disability attorney, no pun intended. So first, it's important to understand the role of the attorney in your case. So the attorney's job is to help you avoid filing mistakes, help you provide the proper documentation to support your case. They should also help you understand the process, answer any questions you have about court, what paperwork is being filed, what medical records are needed. They should also help you obtain and organize all the medical evidence. They should help you prepare for court by going through the questions you're going to be asked. So those are some important things the attorney should do. You should know that hiring an attorney can change the outcome of your case. I often tell people if the judge can only award two people benefits, one comes with an attorney and one comes without, who's the judge going to award the benefits? It's probably the attorney, because the attorney is going to make it very hard for the judge to deny the person benefits. Whereas when you're on your own in there, the judge is going to take advantage of you because you don't know a lot of what's going on. There's a lot of complicated things like vocational hypotheticals. There could be a medical expert that needs to be cross-examined. So having an attorney in your corner, a qualified one especially, can really change the outcome of your case. Before you decide an attorney, you should make some calls, look around. You should decide what you're looking for. Some people aren't looking for personal service. You know, our firm emphasizes in personal service. Someone calls in, we're going to set up a meeting and sit down with the person, the prospective client. Some firms don't do that. Some firms mail you paperwork and they say, you know, we got your case from here till court. At court, you'll meet with the attorney. We don't do that. We meet with our clients. We work with them throughout the process. We sit down and get them ready for court. I always caution individuals seeking representation from hiring a nationwide disability advocacy group or nationwide law firm. You might not know who your attorney is until the minute before court, and I don't think that's right. I think people deserve to know who they're going to be working with, and there should be some relationship established to make our clients or prospective clients more comfortable. So next I want to talk to you about some specific questions you should ask when interviewing disability attorneys. The first question is, does the attorney do federal court appeals? Now, there's many steps that you can win a Social Security case at. Federal court is basically the last step. So the reason this is important is because if you lose at hearing and you appeal to the appeals council and you lose again, what happens? Does the attorney keep fighting for you? If the answer is no, that's kind of a problem. Our firm does federal court appeals. We go all the way to the Circuit Court of Appeals, which is the 7th Circuit in our district. Some firms don't. And what that means often is if you lose at hearing and the attorney doesn't do federal court appeals, you need to find an attorney that does. I think it's a good idea to hire an attorney that does federal court appeals right off the bat, because the numbers are staggering, where people are losing more and more at the appeals council and at the hearing level. So you should kind of prepare for the longest battle, even if you're hoping to win at hearing, and most cases are actually won at hearing. The second question is, does the attorney have specialized residual functional capacity questionnaires or medical source statements for your specific conditions? This is important because these questionnaires are given to you to have your doctor fill out, and they fill in the blanks of what the medical records don't say. So, for example, if you have a bunch of herniated discs in your back, you're going to have an MRI that shows that. But that MRI isn't going to say how long you can sit, stand, and walk, how much you can lift, carry, push, pull, if you're going to need breaks. So when these things aren't in the medical records and you don't have a medical source statement, the judge is going to make them up, or a medical doctor is that Social Security brings in. So having these things prepared and ready for court will help your case. So it's important to ask the attorney what they have in their arsenal, basically, to help you. So the third thing I want you to ask your attorney is, do they submit a pre-hearing memorandum or summary of your case to the judge before a court? Now, it's important to understand that these judges, these administrative law judges that work for Social Security, handle hundreds of cases a year. So each case has about 1,000 pages and records, some more, some less, but about average 1,000. So what a pre-hearing memorandum or summary does is it summarizes the case. I mean, it's going to speed up the judge's process. It should point to the relevant parts of the record that the judge should read. It should help the judge see the trees through the forest, or, you know, simplify the case so they don't have to waste a lot of their time. Another question you should ask is, when are you going to be assigned an attorney? So if you go to one of these big firms or nationwide advocacy groups, when are you going to know who you're working with? I've heard stories from clients that have switched firms or that have lost and joined us later, that they signed up with an advocacy group, and the night before court they got a call and said, hey, you know, this is so-and-so, I'm going to be your attorney tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you. I don't think that's appropriate. You're waiting years and years. You should know who you're going to work with. Another question you should ask is, does the attorney practice other areas of law that benefit from Social Security? In my opinion, you should be hiring somebody that primarily focus on Social Security disability. This shouldn't be their secondary focus, okay? So other areas of law like workers' comp or personal injury often settle for much larger amounts. So what happens is these attorneys advertise for Social Security, and then they're actually looking for, you know, bigger cases from this. So they put the Social Security cases kind of on the back burner, and they're really using them to feed their, you know, larger case practice area. Again, our firm, we handle pretty much exclusively Social Security disability. We don't do PI or workers' comp. Another question you should ask is, are the attorneys at the firm members of NASCAR, the National Organization of Social Security Claims Representatives, or NADAR, the National Association of Disability Representatives, excuse me. Both organizations provide continuing education for lawyers on these topics relating to everything from the medical and vocational factors in a case. It's important to keep up on the law. These topics, Social Security, even the more specific things like cross-examining the medical experts, the vocational experts, are not taught in law school. So you got to have someone that's up to date. You don't want to bump on the log who has no clue what they're doing sitting next to you in court. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can always call our firm at 847-588-1894, and we'll do a complimentary case evaluation. You could find us online at thegoodlawgroup.com, and I'll leave some links in the comments. Thanks. Have a great day.